look, it's Sesame Street. Let me out, I want to go say hello.
What do you think you're doing driving down this street, huh?
No, Tyrone, something tells me these guys don't want to say hello.
Yeah, we do. Come on, get out the car.
Come on, we just want to talk, fam. Get out the car, bro. If he has any cookies in his car, I call dibs. Come on, let me out. No, Tyrone, this is not your normal Sesame Street. I can't wait till my wheel dad comes back from the grocery store, because he would let me meet them. Tyrone, stop. Don't kick my seat. No, let me out.
Get out of the car right now. Let him out. Get out, I dare you. You got to the count of 3 to get out the car and bring your wallet.
Hey, yo, Barney, hit that 3 count.
It goes 1. Come on, bring that wallet. I like to run. It goes 2.
Come on now.
I tie my shoe. It goes 3. Give us your money.
Time's up. You better bring your wallet, bro.
Go get him.
Tyrone, stay in the car. I think I can do a super jump. No, Tyrone, you better not jump from there. I'm more athletic than you because you're not my real dad. Tyrone, don't you do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah, White. Here I go. Don't. All right, you okay? Yos, you gonna do that again? No? Okay.
That looks fun. Make way for Grandma.
Marjorie. All right, so when I was a sophomore in high school, I had my first kiss, and it was extremely awkward. Her boyfriend was watching. Yes, you heard that correctly. She had a boyfriend, and he watched the entire time as I smooched down his girlfriend. Now, before you think I was like some player or whatever, I was not. I was actually pretty nerdy, short, girls didn't want me, so this was like a lucky break. But anyway, I was actually cast as a lead in this play. It was like a big competition play that we would take from city to city. So the drama instructor was like so serious about this, and she wanted everybody to be on their A game and be like the best actors possible. So lucky for me, I got cast as the person who had a kissing scene. Now mind you, up to this point, I had never kissed anybody on the lips, so I'm sure you can imagine the anxiety I was feeling. Now, the drama teacher, I'm not gonna use her real name, so we'll call her Mrs. Skadiddly, right? Mrs. Skadiddly took the play so serious. Like, she wanted all of us, like, if she could have it her way, we would be winning awards to this day from that play. She was so serious about it. This was clearly like the highlight of her life. She was living vicariously through a bunch of high school drama kids. At all of our rehearsals, we had rehearsals every single day. She was like, get in here, memorize your lines, become the characters, feel the characters. Like, she wanted us in it. And she kept pushing off the kissing scene for its own special rehearsal day. And I think that just added to my anxiety. She would hype it up so much. She would tell the other cast members, commit your lines to memory, for in 2 days, we have the kissing scene rehearsal. I was starting to dread it. Like, I wasn't even looking forward to it. She would come up to me like, are you ready for the kissing scene rehearsal? Now, the girl that was cast opposite of me, who I had to kiss, she was a real sweet girl, but mind you, again, I'm a sophomore. She was a senior, already 18 years old, right? She had a boyfriend. To me, in my eyes, this was a grown woman. So I'm nervous about this. I'm like, she has life experience on me. She had to have kissed a million guys by this age. Like, I was freaking out. You know, I had a late start in life. What can I say? All right, so the day of the kissing scene rehearsal, I'm on stage. The girl I'm about to kiss is standing in front of me. And suddenly, she whispers to me, I'm so sorry. Immediately, I was like, what could you possibly have to be sorry about? She was like, my boyfriend's here and he's really jealous. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I turn and I look out to the audience. He's the only person sitting out there in the seats. This man is sitting there staring at me, just mean mugging me. Now, this guy was one of those guys with the hair that like swoops aside, looks real greasy. He like had like dark eyeshadow on and piercings. He was one of those guys, right? He was so insecure. At one point, even before we kissed, he shouted out, he was like, I love you, baby! I love you so much! I remember thinking like, bro, just chill out. Like, it's fine. It's not that serious. I remember before Mrs. Skadiddly even called action on the rehearsal, I remember asking a dumb question just out of pure nervousness. I was like, okay, so is there any specific way you want this to be done? And she was like, no, I want a good kiss. You know how to kiss, right? I was like, oh, yeah. Duh. So this girl's face is moving toward me. The first kiss was just like this very unbelievable peck. It was just a mwah, just a quick little kiss, right? The drama teacher was not satisfied. She was like, no, I need you to go for it. We need to sell it. I want to believe it. So the girl tells me, she was like, okay, we're going for it. She came in and she really started going to town, just kissing me. And I look over and I just remember seeing her boyfriend staring at me furious. Ever since that moment, this man hated me. Like, he treated me like I was the other man in their relationship. which I guess I kind of was, you know, and I owned it too. Anytime we did that scene, I was kissing his girlfriend like she was my wife. She was my girlfriend while we were on that stage. You know, once the nervousness was gone about kissing her, you know, once you open up Pandora's box, you know, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. It was over. It was a wrap. I wanted this guy to hate me after that. So yeah, moral of the story. This is like a double moral of the story. Don't get with somebody who is so insecure. That's ugly. It's corny. It's whack, right? Don't get with somebody who's insecure. And secondly, get into acting, you know, get into drama classes and all that, because you just might get some action. Marjorie, please just take your towel.
I can't reach. It's looking like you're gonna have to get in here and wash between my flap folds.
Babe, please come get your mom.
You're gonna have to grip my potato wedges for balance.
Marjorie, no.
Turn around and feast your eyes on this masterpiece.
I want to practice my soccer inside the house. I said no. Oops, I'm gonna try again. I was aiming for your knees. See, now you're in trouble. Sorry, that was an accident. I'm gonna try again. No, Tyrone. See, you. How many soccer balls do you have? All I have left is a basketball. Don't worry, Tyrone. When you get older, I'll really teach you how to drive. But this is what it feels like to sit in the driver's seat. Yeah, well, my real dad would teach me how to drive right now. No, he wouldn't, Tyrone. Otherwise, he would be here right now. What does this button do? Don't press that button. Don't shift it! Oh! Oh! Babe, can I take your picture across the street? Those birds look like they're up to something.
Babe, no, I like the way the sun is reflecting off my skin.
Larry, look at those humans standing beneath us, just waiting to get pooped on. You should shat on them. Oh, yeah, for sure. Watch this. Oh, you did it. Oh, Jesus, bird Christ. You actually did it. Look at his face. Look at his face. Please, one of them just pooped on me.
It doesn't matter, it's good luck.
Oh, he is so mad. How do you do it? You know my secret? Dog kibble. I find it wherever I can, and I eat it. Watch me do it. Watch me do it. I can't. I don't know how you do it. You know, I've been storing this up for 3 days straight. Watch this one. Watch this one. Oh my God, you did it. It brings me so much joy. Look at him, just covered in my feces. Come on, Tyrone, you bounce a basketball, you don't kick it. You can't tell me how to play basketball because you're not my real dad. Tyrone, pick up the ball and dribble it.
Excuse me, sir. Can your kid pass the ball? My son wants to play.
Yeah, he's being a ball hog.
This is our basketball.
Yeah, well, my son wants to play.
Dad, I want to shoot a three-pointer.
Man, this is our ball. Go do your own thing. You should let me go kick his ass. Tyrone, no.
Yeah, he's not even doing it right.
Yeah, he's not even doing it right.
Tyrone, wait right here.
Wait right here, Chris.
Sir, I'm trying to teach my stepson how you don't kick a basketball. That's it, I'm going to kick the ball now.
Babe, you never do anything romantic for me.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you never even give me flowers.
Shoot, I'll pick you some flowers right now. Look at these beautiful roses. No! Jesus Christ! Carl! Oh, what have you done? Oh, what have you done? No! I'm so sorry. I was just trying to get a gift for my girlfriend. No! Also, a flower's severed head is a gift to you? No, definitely not when you put it that way.
Wow, babe, how could you?
Babe, you asked for this.
No, I didn't. Don't try to blame me.
Look at his bloody stump of a body. No, I really don't want to. I'm so sorry, sir. Babe, come on, let's go. Oh crap, they're heading this way. Close your eyes, Junior.
But Dad, I want to see what's going on.
Close your eyes. All right, embarrassing true story of about 5 years ago when I accidentally got extremely high. I accidentally drank a full bottle of THC infused tea. Like, I drank the entire bottle. Not sipped it slowly. I didn't ease into, I drank the whole bottle. I didn't come up for air. I was so thirsty. I was doing one of those drinks, like, you know how kids do when they're extremely thirsty. It's loud. They drink loud. You hear them breathing. It's this. Now, for the record, full disclaimer, I am not condoning the use of THC. I don't know how legal or illegal it is where you are, or if you are of legal age or whatever. I'm just merely sharing my experience. Now, I personally don't smoke weed or consume THC just in general. That's just my personal preference. So when I accidentally drank this bottle, it caught me way off guard because my THC tolerance is non-existent. You know what I mean? I don't consume it. So basically, I was kicking it with my boy Mikey all day. We had just got done playing ball. We're extremely hungry. We're thirsty. But I'm watching him drink this tea. I was like, yo, man, I'm extremely thirsty. He said, oh, you can have the rest of this. I got another one back at home. Now, on the bottle, he also knows that I don't smoke weed or anything. So on the bottle, I read it said peach tea in big letters. But at the same time as I read that, he told me it's THC. So when I read peach tea and heard him say THC, my brain just heard peach tea, like all together. It just combined it, right? You see how my brain could make that mistake. Anyway, I took the bottle. I was like, thanks, man. And I downed it. Now, I could taste the peach tea, but at the same time, it didn't taste like any tea that I had ever tasted. It did have a different flavor to it, but it didn't matter. I was thirsty. Immediately, Mikey was like, yo, bro, you're bold. Like, not even I would do that. I didn't really pay that much mind. I was just like, yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, you got to ease yourself into that. Like, maybe you should have sipped it first. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, that's going to hit you later. And then I looked at the bottle and I saw THC. I was like, oh my God, bro, you got to be kidding me. He was like, yeah, man, I told you. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to freak out too much. Let's just go get something to eat before this hits me, right? I kid you guys not, man, 30 minutes go by and just all of a sudden just, like I felt it hit me. It was the weirdest feeling ever. We're in a parking lot and I felt like people were just staring at me in every car that was parked. Like there was people in those cars. But when I focused on the car, there was nobody in it. So I was just like paranoid out of nowhere. I was like, yo, bro, like I feel like people are just staring at me. He just laughs. He's like, no, you're good, bro. Don't even worry about it. He knew that it was hitting me. And yeah, it was the weirdest feeling ever. Every step I took, I forgot how I got there. Like I don't know. I was teleporting everywhere I was going. I would take a step and I was like, where did we just come from? It felt like, have you ever just become aware in a dream and then you're like, yo, what is going on? Like, how'd I get here? How'd I get to this spot in this world? And then you wake up, right? It was like one of those, but you don't wake up. You just keep wondering, like, what's going on? What was I doing earlier? Like I was starting to freak out. Suddenly we teleport again and I'm in a pizza spot. Like we're in some little pizza joint and I'm sitting at the table. I don't remember ordering this pizza and I don't remember how we even got there. But I was sitting there and I felt heavy. Like my arms just felt heavy. And the whole time Mikey's just laughing at me. He's just looking at me, just smiling because he knows I'm high. And he's like, nah, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. And I kept feeling like, I was like, yo, I need to call my dad. Like, I don't know why my brain thought that. I was like, I need to call my dad. I need to get my dad on the phone. I don't know what I was going to tell my dad. And I'm so glad I didn't because that would have just been the weirdest conversation. I don't know what I would tell him. But my brain just kept saying like, yo, call dad. So anyway, we teleport again and we're back at Mikey's place. Apparently I ate food. And at this point, like, I'm deeper in it. Like, I'm feeling it even more. And I'm there with Mikey, his girl Brittany, and my wife Jada, and I'm thinking to myself like, yo, they're gonna know. That's all I kept thinking. I was just like, yo, they're gonna know. So I was like, this is a high thought, right? I was like, you know what, let me make sure they don't know that I'm too high. Like, let me go check my eyes, see if my eyes are bloodshot. So I get up off the couch and I walk to the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror just to stare at my eyes to see if they're bloodshot. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror for like maybe, I don't know, like 2 minutes. Right? All of a sudden, Mikey's standing at the doorway like, yo, bro, like, what's going on? Are you good? I was like, yeah, man, I'm good. I was just looking at my eyes. He was like, yeah, bro, you've been staring at yourself in the mirror for 45 minutes. I was like, oh my God. Like, I had no perception of time. I didn't realize that much time had passed. To this day, I still feel like he might have just been trolling me. But he swears I was staring at myself for 45 minutes in the mirror. So anyway, I go and I lay on the couch. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna try to sleep this off, maybe take a nap. I'm laying on the couch. Suddenly, I become extremely aware of how comfortable my pants are around my legs. I don't know if you guys had ever taken the time to just notice how your pants hug your legs, but in that moment, I realized I had a real appreciation for pants. I was like, you are hugging every inch of my legs, and this is comfortable. It's like my legs get their own blanket wrapped around them. This is literally what was going through my mind. And the most embarrassing part is I'm laying there, they're watching TV. In my head, I'm like, they don't know that I'm high. So I'm trying to act normal. But I was so comfortable that a fart seeped out. Just a little poop. It was one of those, right? You could hear it. This is the stupidest thing. So a little poot, just a little poot. And the first thing that came to my mind is exactly what came out my mouth. And it was, oops, I farted. And they were cracking up and I couldn't live that down. I just had to sit there and think to myself like, bro, you don't have to say everything that comes to your mind. It was a constant battle of me versus me in my mind of like, don't say that, that's weird. Eventually I fell asleep and I woke up, I don't know, I was like maybe a couple hours later, and it was probably the best sleep of my life. But they were just laughing at me. I was back to normal. But yeah, that's the story of the time I accidentally got high off a THC infused peach tea. Moral of the story, just, you know, pay attention to the things you drink and listen if someone's going to give you a heads up that it might be infused with something. Boop, oops, I farted. All right, true story of the time I got to meet Drake a few years ago after one of his concerts, and we had our phones out to record the interaction, and he didn't want us to record him. Luckily, I still have the original footage of that interaction, so I'll show you a little bit later. But it was me, my brother Mark, my cousin Brandon, and my best friend Mikey. And we had a few lady friends with us. We went to Drake's concert together. It was a dope time, one of the best concerts I had ever been to. So after the concert ended, the girls were like, oh, well, we parked in the back of the parking lot. So I was like, don't worry about it, we'll walk you to your car. So we walked the girls to their car, and we're talking with them for a long time, almost too long. Like, the concert went on forever. Now we're talking forever. I was getting tired. I was like, okay, it's time to go. So after the girls leave and we're on our way back to our car, I was like, yo guys, like, Drake's probably still here at the venue. I was like, we could probably meet him. Brandon was like, bro, you're not gonna meet Drake. I was like, yo, you never know. Like, he could still be here. Like, let's give it a shot. Let's go up to the doors. Brandon was like, nah, bro, like, I gotta go. I gotta get home. Like, I'm not trying to do this. It's already too late. I was like, all right, man, well, we're gonna go try. So me, Mark, and Mikey went up to the doors of the building while Brandon left. So he missed out. I don't even know why I mentioned Brandon. He's still salty till this day. Like, man, I'm mad I didn't stay with you guys. So as we get to the doors, there was like this ledge you could look over, and there was like a lower parking structure. And we saw a tour bus, and it was Drake's tour bus. I was like, yo, he is still here, because look, his bus is right there. And so we stood at these glass doors. It was a little creepy, the fact that we were sitting there waiting, because it was a little stalkerish, I'm not gonna lie. But screw it, man, it's freaking Drake. Like, I don't care. So finally, after 30 minutes of standing at these glass doors, this lady walks up who works at the venue, and she was like, can I help you guys? We were like, yo, is Drake still here? We would love to meet him. She was like, yes, he is still here, but he's not meeting with anybody. We were like, oh, cool. Like, well, I you know, it's fine if we can't meet him, but we'd like to at least say hi. She's like, well, you can wave through the glass doors here. He'll be walking by to go to the bus. She's like, he'll be walking by soon. We're like, okay, cool, we'll wait. Guys, we waited for like an hour and 30 minutes, but you know, one of those things where it's like you wait so long and then you're like, man, like, I can't leave now. I done invested all this time. That's what it became. After a while, we literally thought this lady was pranking us. We're like, yo, she played us. Like, this dude is not here. Finally, we see these people come walking out, and we're like, yo, that's his crew. Then we see his bodyguard. Right behind his big old bodyguard was Drake. We were like, oh my God, it paid off. Like, we saw him. And we were excited, even though we just saw him in concert. Anyway, we were like, oh my God, it's Drake. We were so excited. We were like, yo, Drake, you're an inspiration. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, of all things to shout, that's what, like, as if this man was even considering retiring at that moment. So dumb. But anyway, Drake was such a cool dude about it. He told his bodyguard, like, yeah, you can let him in. So the bodyguard comes walking up to the door, boom, hits the door open, lets us in. At that moment, we were in awe. So we walk in, my brother's filming, and my brother was like, yo, Drake, do you mind if we record this? Drake's exact words, he was like, nah, man, y'all can take a picture though. So here's the actual video of that quick little interaction.
Inspiration, boy. Inspiration, for real. Keep blowing your whole career, you man. And we gotta... Oh, man. Hey, oh my God. Hey, you mind if I record this? For real? Perfect. Everybody get it. Everybody get it. All right, perfect.
So we're in there, we're talking with him, we're cracking jokes with him and his bodyguard. Like, I put my arm around him to take the picture. He was just wearing a regular black shirt, but the texture of the shirt felt rich. Like it was made with skin from the back of dolphins or something. I don't know, but it was just a very soft shirt. And I cracked a joke about it, and he laughed, and that was my claim to fame. I was like, yo, I made Drake laugh. No, but it was a dope experience. This was around the tour of his second album, so it was just all vibes. It was a great time. You know, if we didn't walk those girls to the car, we wouldn't have been there that late, which wouldn't have led us to the glass doors, which wouldn't have led us to meeting Drake. So, moral of the story is, always walk ladies to their car, all right? Because you never know, you just might end up meeting Drake.